What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I appreciate you bearing with me. I still have no damn voice, still pretty damn beat up, but wanted to get this information out to you. Want to get ready for week 2 here. Trust me, I'm more than excited about this. I've really been feeling it with this sickness here, so I appreciate you guys. I hope you're all having a great week. Hope to see you live for Fan Friday coming up tomorrow. Going to be trying to drop the initial injury report. We'll be talking about stuff, so maybe I can go live for that one. But this is not a live video. Still love to hear from you. It is, of course, behind enemy lines, and better get these lungs ready. So we're going through their all-season roster moves, their rankings and standings, what they've done so far in week 1, coaching staff, the practice squad, their roster breakdown. Then, of course, we'll take a look at their depth chart. We'll get to know everything about the Eagles' week 2 opponent on Monday Night Football, the Atlanta Falcons. So very excited about this matchup. And, you know, it's the NFL, so anything can happen. We saw what happened to them last week. We're going to talk about that. But let me know how you're feeling about it. You got any questions, any comments, anything? I would love to hear from you. Hope you're all doing well out there. Appreciate you guys hitting the like button, sharing this stuff, subscribing. But let's jump right into this bad boy. And we're going to start off with what the Falcons look like this year, what they have added in the draft, in free agency, who they've lost. So let's take a gander here. And obviously, their biggest addition was, well, what they thought, Kirk Cousins. And it looks like he's still a little banged up, but they added Ray McLeod, Darnell Mooney, Charlie Werner, Justin Simmons recently, Matthew Judon they traded for him, Antonio Hamilton Sr., who missed last week, but added some key players. As they lost, Desmond Ridder is definitely not a linebacker. He's a quarterback, so don't know what happened there, but that's fine. So Heineke, Cordero Patterson, Holland, Scotty Miller, Jonnu Smith. So Calais Campbell, Okudah, Trey Flowers on defense. You can see some of the pieces they lost there as well. But adding someone like Cousins, giving him a couple weapons, I guess, and then adding some studs on defense. An interesting game plan for the Falcons here this offseason. And you can see in their draft, a lot of people were stunned by the number 8 pick, Michael Penix Jr., right after they just signed Kirk Cousins. So no doubt. And then Rook Ororo from Clemson there with their next pick, then Trice, Dorless, Bertrand, McClellan, Washington, Logue. So those were their draft picks in this year's draft. And we'll take a look at all of these positions. You'll get to know everything, but just wanted to show you what they were up to this offseason. And now we're going to take a look at what that helped them do in week 1 here. And, well, they started off 0-1, lost 18-10 to the Steelers. And you can see, obviously, it's the beginning of the season. So this stuff's going to move around a lot, but not a great start. And, a lot of things to work on, a lot of new pieces. So do not sleep on them. But currently they are at 13th in the NFC. Eagles sitting there at 3. So, that's how they look. Now, in their first game, obviously this says per game, but there's only one game. So only 10 points on offense, 226 yards, 89 rushing, 137 passing. That's not good. Gave up 2 sacks. Threw 2 interceptions, lost a fumble, and then on defense, only gave up 18, but that's all it took to beat them. 270 yards were put up on them, 137 rushing, 133 passing. Did get 2 sacks there, but no turnovers for their defense. So a lot of great new pieces. If this is Madden, oh my God, look at all these, star players. But as we always talk about, this is a team game, so things don't always just, go because they look like they're good. You actually have to work together as a unit, and I'm sure, they're trying to figure that out. And, well, let's take a look at their coaching staff and who's got their hands on some of these new players, and then we'll go position by position here, and you'll see who's on IR, practice squad at each position. So coaching staff, Raheem Morris as the head coach here, and he brings in Zach Robinson as his offensive coordinator from the Rams there. He brings him over, and then obviously from the Sean McVay tree there. Raheem Morris, a defensive-minded guy, helping out Jimmy Lake there, his DC, and then special teams coordinator Marquise Williams. So that is their coaching staff. And, Zach Robinson, had him in pistol predominantly. Kirk Cousins, I don't know, still dealing with that injury, but not looking great. So maybe sooner rather than later, they see Michael Penix, practice squad quarterback there, Nathan Peterman. At the bottom, you will see PS for practice squad, IR for anyone on the injured reserve. Up next is the running backs, Bijan Robinson, a stud. Obviously, last year, high hopes. This year, even higher. Got Tyler Algier there. as well, though. So a 1-2 punch that you got to watch out for. So they can definitely run that damn ball. Bijan can catch the ball. He can do it all. So I'm going to try to contain him to the best of our ability. You can see Avery Williams, Jace McClellan, the rookie, also there, and then Carlos Washington Jr. on the practice squad. Now, at wide receiver, you can see Drake London, added Mooney and McLeod, Kadero Hodge there, and then Casey Washington. You've got Matthews, Drummond, and Blair on the practice squad. Rondale Moore, who they traded Desmond Ridder for, they get him, but he goes right to IR. So unfortunate there. But Drake London, they have some high hopes for him, but didn't do anything too fantastic. The whole team kind of looked like ass. Kyle Pitts, obviously, has not been unlocked, but we know the talent he has. They brought in Warner and Dwelly, former 49ers there. John Fitzpatrick there on the practice squad. Then the O-line, still got Matthews there, Bergeron, Dahlman, Lindstrom, McGarry, Gwynn, Newsel, Hinton, Parker, then Wilkinson and Stuber on the practice squad. So there's their offense. Let me know how you feel about that. Any thoughts, any questions? Let's go right into the defense here. The interior guys, looking at defensive tackles, defensive ends, Jarrett, Onyemata, Contavious Street, Harrison, Graham, Aurora, Dorless. And then you've got guys like Harris, London, Ogini, Logue, and Kareem on the practice squad there. So those are some big boys. Eagles are going to try to run that ball right down their throat regardless. Then on the edge, we talked about adding Matthew Judon. What a stud he is. Got Lorenzo Carter there. Also added James Smith-Williams, the former commander. Got Ebiketie there and Malone. And Rice on the practice squad with Braylon Trice, the rookie, on IR. But Judon is a stud. Do not let him get going. But Mailata, Lane Johnson, holding it down. So let's hope we can contain him. Then at linebacker, you have Caden Ellis, Nate Landman, Troy Anderson, and rookie JT Bertrand with Eifler on the IR. And yes, that is Christian Ellis' brother and Noah, Caden Ellis there. So the trio trying to make things happen in the NFL. Caden Ellis, the starter, though, doing some good things in the NFL. And you can see A.J. Terrell, one of the most underrated corners here. They've got Mike Hughes, D. Alford with him. Antonio Hamilton missed last week. We'll see if he's healthy. Got Clark Phillips III. Then on the practice squad, Natrone Brooks, Kevin King, and then IR, Harrison Hand. Now at safety, dude, you had Justin Simmons with Jesse Bates. Like, those are two of the best safeties. So I imagine those two are going to be causing some havoc sooner rather than later. Then you've got Richie Grant III with Micah Abernathy, Crookshank on the practice squad, and then Halams there on IR. So that is your defense. Let me know how you're feeling about that. Anything you're worried about there. And then, of course, the specialists here, Young Wei Koo, Bradley Pinion, Liam McCullough, and then kick returner Ray McLeod and Avery Williams. So that was your positional breakdown of the team. Let me know how you're feeling about the offense, defense, special teams, someone you're afraid of. Maybe you think we can capitalize somewhere, whatever's on your mind. Let me know how you're feeling. Sorry, dude, I am not feeling great. Just, got done work, try to put this together as I could. I'm going to get this out as soon as I can, probably be a little bit later by the time I'm actually able to put this out. So I do apologize for you all having to deal with this. But let's keep going behind these lines, and let's take a look at this depth chart here. Finish this show up. Now, here is the full list of the practice squad you just saw there. And Ogini is the exempt player there on the International Player Program. So you've got 17 guys listed here, but obviously an extra on defense there. So 8 on offense, 9 on defense. You can see that full list of guys there. Now, these are the guys that were on IR. Obviously, Halams is designated to return. So he'll be back eventually here in the next few weeks. But you can see, sorry, man, the guys that will not be on this depth chart. Let's take a look at the offense. Anyone you have in red here was a new addition to the team. The white with the red outline are the rookies, and I will keep this updated with injuries as they come out tomorrow. So you can see the pieces they added, Cousins, Mooney, McLeod, and then ran it back with the line and some of those weapons. But you got Bijan, Kyle Pitts. You should be able to figure it out. Drake London, a rising star. So a lot of talent. We'll see if Cousins can get it figured out or if they have to roll with Phoenix. Now on defense, you can see here, they added Judon, added Justin Simmons, but I think they've already got a pretty decent defense here. You added some nice pieces, so do not sleep on this team. They're going to be pissed off for the way they got handled by the Steelers. We got to step it up here regardless. Got a good defense, got a lot of weapons on offense. We got to watch ourselves. And then the special teams, we already took a look, but you got McLeod, Williams, Alford, and Hughes. They can also return. So you got some guys with some return capability. Got to watch yourself there, especially with these new kick return rules. Never know who's going to be breaking one for a big one. That's all I've got for you on the Atlanta Falcons, the Philadelphia Eagles Week 2 opponent, Monday Night Football. So usually this show will be out the day before. Of course, they can't give us a normal schedule the first 2 weeks. That's fine, but I'm looking forward to the injury report coming out. Then we'll have Fan Friday on Saturday. I believe you're going to get the game status report, so who's out, who's questionable, and that should be with the top matchups. And then I think we'll have practice squad elevations and Sicko Sunday. And then, of course, on Monday, we'll have the pregame once I get off work, and we'll break everything down. I can't wait for a game when I don't have to work that day, because that's truly effing annoying to me, because I like to get these things all ready. But guess we'll do it the night before. Now, that's all I've got for you, but I would love to hear from you. Any questions, comments, score predictions, thoughts about the last game, whatever is on your mind, I would love to hear from you. If you got anything from this video, do me a favor. Hit that like button down below. You can always share this, subscribe, and join the family. But, yeah, you guys know, you need anything, please feel free to reach out. You need a friend. Doesn't have to be about the birds. Always here for you guys, as you are for me. But have yourselves a great rest of your night. Until next time, I'm Jimmy Smith, and this is On the Road to Victory. You all stay safe out there, and as always, go Birds!